In this video, I'll tell you about how message queue works, what's message queue, and I'll also show you a project, a demo project, a small project, that how a message queue works. So yeah, first I'll tell you about message queues. It consists of two words, message and queues. So queues. So queues here basically means your DSA, same as your DSA queues, which works on principle of FIFO. So you first enqueue or insert an element, and then delete or dequeue an element, which was first inserted. So just replace the element with a message or a data which you want to be processed or executed. So you must be thinking about how why a message queue is used. So suppose you have made a YouTube clone in which you are supposed to upload a video. So you might know YouTube just encodes your uploaded video in different formats like 480p, like you upload a video in 1080p, 1080p. It encode the video in different formats like 480p, 720 and etc. So but while it's encoding, you don't have to wait for all the processing, as it shows your video is successfully uploaded while the encoding of your video is done in the background. So encoding message is enqueued. So yeah, the encoding message is enqueued in the message queue, and from it one by one the message get executed and video get encoded in different formats. It is generally used in sending emails basically. Suppose even if provider, let me first tell you about the provider and consumer first. As it have two major parts, consumer and the provider. So the provider is one who sends the message in queue, and the consumer consumes the message in FIFO order and process them. So the benefit of message queues are, suppose even if provider fails, even if the provider, the one who sends the inserts the message in message queues, stops or halts, the message being even if it halts, the message being sent to queue, and it is saved, and it will also be processed by consumer, so it doesn't affect the consumer, and it's always processed. So there's one important concept or one important thing in message queues which is called DLQ, dead letter queue. So I'll tell you about that. Basically, it is also a message queue which stores the message that consumer can't process because of errors. So suppose there is an error while consuming some message M1, then it will be inserted into DLQ, dead letter queue, and the DLQ consumer, it will have another consumer which will try to process it once or twice according to your specification and all. If it again throws error in the process, in the execution process, we'll just discard the message M1. So we will just discard the message M1. So this is how message queue works. Now I'll show you a small project of describing, of representing how message queue works. We'll first see the provider JS. I mean the provider functionality, which just inserts the message into queues. So here I'll use the BullMQ. So BullMQ is a Node.js library which just implements some fast and robust message queues, which is built on the top of Redis. So yeah, we'll need a Redis connection, Redis server connection. So we just imported queue and Redis from BullMQ and our Redis. Then we just implemented a Redis connection which just connects the Redis server with our client. So here we just created a queue, a message queue. You can see it's built on top of Redis, and there's an init function. In this, the message has been sent to the queue. So like you can see, there's a queue. In this queue, we are adding a message which have an object. Yeah, in BullMQ we just add an object. Like there's an it's like an demonstrating a I'm demonstrating an example of email service. So like we have an email demo@demo.com. We have a subject having hello demo. So we'll just let me open the terminal. So .js, you can see the job has been added to QID 8. So why it's 8? Because I have added up to ID 7 earlier. So now we'll see the consumer. So you can this same consumer, same work as provider, all importing BullMQ and Redis instances and Redis connection on top of that. So as a worker, we just process our messages, and yeah, that's all. Now see how it works. Now see, working on job 8, you can see a job 8 had email demo@demo.com, ping demo@demo.com. Here we have a console log like ping job.data.email, and here's the email. You can see I'll add more and more. You can see here I just added a job with an ID 9. It worked on it, working on job 9, trying to put demo@demo.com, demo@demo.com. Let me change this object, demo to hello demo 2. Let me just restart the server. I'm in the provider. You can see working on job 10, trying to ping demo2 at the rate demo.com, ping demo2 at the rate demo.com. So yeah, it's a simple project demonstrating how message queue works. Thanks.